Humanity has long visualized life and death as a journey across a map. You inhabit a finite period of time here, and upon death, your soul travels to a specific geographical afterlife, a physical destination located somewhere beyond the stars. Modern physics suggests this three-dimensional model of existence is far too simple. As we examine the limits of spacetime, the traditional idea of traveling to another place begins to dissolve. This shift in perspective began with Albert Einstein. His work on relativity proved space and time are not separate, but a single, flexible fabric. Within this block universe model, time does not flow and then vanish. Instead, the past, the present, and the future exist simultaneously as a fixed four-dimensional structure. Every moment is a permanent coordinate within this block. This means every act of love and event of your life is permanently woven into spacetime, never truly disappearing. In a universe where every moment remains physically real, death takes on a different role. If the past is still a tangible part of the block, then the transition of death may simply be an interface with the dimensions of this structure that we cannot yet see. To understand how we might interact with those unseen layers, we have to move from the macro physics of Einstein to the fundamental architecture of reality. String theory provides a potential blueprint. To make sense of the forces governing our world, physicists require a universe with 10 or 11 dimensions. Most of these are curled up and hidden, forming the invisible geometry that dictates how matter and energy behave. This complex 11-dimensional structure allows for a multiverse. Our observable universe is likely just one specific branch within a much larger system of coexisting realities. Eden theology interprets the Eden of Genesis as this exact 11-dimensional cosmic structure. It views Eden as a continuously unfolding environment that spans the entire breadth of these higher dimensions. This perspective frames heaven as the uncharted dimensions of our current, living universe. It is a reality that is already present, waiting to be revealed as our perspective expands. The transition into these higher dimensions can be modeled using the concept of a phase transition, a shift in the state of existence rather than a move from one city to another. Consider sublimation, where ice vaporizes directly into steam. The entity remains fundamentally the same, but its state changes, allowing it to interact with its environment in a completely different way. Eden theology applies this physical analogy to consciousness. In this model, a person's inner core functions like a fragment of energy that shifts its resonance at death, changing its frequency to operate within the multiverse. This shift involves a transfer of what we can call the life database, or DB. The database is the total record of your existence. Warm, coherent nodes represent acts of love, while chaotic, dark static represents unresolved trauma. During the phase transition, this database uploads to a new space-time continuum within the block universe, re-rendering your core in a specific frequency-matched environmental slot. Death serves as a complete system upgrade. Your consciousness migrates to a reality that corresponds to the specific data you recorded in life. We find evidence for this structure in the clinical records of near-death experiences. These data points align with the phase transition model, suggesting that consciousness continues to process information even as the biological body ceases to function. This model replaces the binary idea of heaven or hell with the spectrum of participation. The afterlife is a continuum of connectivity, ranging from profound isolation to full resonance with the divine. Your life's database determines your place. Databases organized around fear sink toward isolation, while those calibrated to love elevate into the connected tier of resonance. We must acknowledge the limits of our perspective. Stephen Hawking reminded us that certain profound truths lie beyond the boundaries of the spacetime we currently occupy. Research into phenomena like remote viewing suggests we are standing at the edge of permitted knowledge. These studies strongly indicate that we inhabit a multidimensional reality, even if we cannot yet fully map its structure. The afterlife functions as a highly tailored, dimensional continuation of your life. It is an environment built directly from the internal reality you constructed here. The immediate consequence of this transfer is that we carry our history with us. Any unresolved dark pain or fear becomes the specific environmental challenge you must face and overcome in the next phase. Love represents the only energetic trajectory that translates and expands seamlessly into higher dimensions. It is the essential frequency that allows for the absolute greatest degree of freedom in the next state of existence. Preparing for death is an act of formatting your daily life. It is the simple, practical work of aligning your actions with love, ensuring your database is ready. This physical framework honors the ancient hope of resurrection. It views the spiritual body not as a ghost, but as the final, transformed state of the data you have been gathering since birth. Time preserves your existence. It holds every moment in the block, waiting for your current frequency to dictate the physics of your next reality.